My name is Murray Roberts. I'm a Professor of Applied Marine Biology and Ecology at the University of Edinburgh, where I coordinate the European Atlas project. The deep seas are threatened in all kinds of ways. The major threat right now, the biggest threat across the planet, is global climate change. The seas are becoming warmer, they're becoming more acidic, and they're losing oxygen. And those threats transcend all boundaries and transcend all depths. So that's the biggest single threat. And overlaid on top of that, we have the pressures of deep sea mining emerging, we have the ongoing pressure of deep sea fisheries, and other activities that are moving into the deep ocean. So this multitude of threats has to be considered in the whole. There are many links between deep sea biodiversity and sustainable development, and I think the one I'd like to focus on here would be what we call blue growth. Can governments achieve sustainable economic growth from the oceans? Now, the only way to do that is to understand how deep sea ecosystem functions and develop really sensible management plans for long-term conservation of deep ocean ecosystems. So the deep seas are out of sight and have been largely out of mind. What we need to do to protect deep sea ecosystems is to raise awareness of deep sea ecosystems and then develop integrated policies to manage them. For instance, by creating protected areas that prevent destructive practices from going on in the vicinity of really vulnerable deep sea ecosystems. Things like the deep ocean sponges and cold water coral reef ecosystems that develop over many hundreds, if not thousands of years, and will take hundreds and thousands of years to recover from any impact. They can be protected if we prevent destructive fishing practices in those areas, but in order to make those things the best they can be, they need to be ecologically coherent. So we need to understand how those ecosystems are connected one to the other. If larvae, little particles that are produced from one area spread through the water currents to create new areas, we need to understand those processes to make the best protected area networks we can. So to my mind, the most important thing this conference can do is raise awareness of the oceans, to raise awareness of the threats the oceans are facing, and to bring society together around these issues. We need governments, we need civil society, we need academia and industry all pulling together in the same direction, because the threats are too great for any one sector to deal with. All sectors have to be there and the public have to be behind. So we need all to be aware of the oceans and the threats they face.